Therapy Army, URT, big up for the rant raid, man. Big up rants for the rant raid. Big up to everybody. People were we're less than 300 away from 12K. So please subscribe to the channel if you're not already subscribed. Smash the like button. Big up for the rants, like I said, for the rant raid. Big up my G. Appreciate you. Love always, King. The question is simple, people. The question is simple. I'm asking the question, so you guys need to get involved. I'm going to make a case that Unai Amorin should win the Europa League and should focus on having time with the players on the training ground. I repeat, I'm going to say, make an argument, and I can break it down in a minute, that Unai Amorin, specifically with a new coach coming into a football club like he's going to come to us, he should focus on training ground time other than flying around Europe on the Europa League. We're 21 already, 21 in the table. So that's what I would want. I want him to come and focus on bread and butter. If you looked at our record in Europe for the past year, Manchester United have not won a game in Europe for more than 12 months. It'll be like 12 and a half months, almost. We've not won a game. We've got a game on Thursday. For me, it's about the recovery when you come back or when you play Europa League game. Thursday, Sunday. That's the problem I've got. Thursday, Sunday is the problem I have. Manchester United record in Europe has been abysmal. We've been disgraceful. We need to have a time out because we're not even good enough to compete in the Europa League. We need to get out. The reason why I'm saying this, people, is the recovery time in between games when you play in the Europa League is like that. It's shorter. He's not going to have the time to get his ideas across on the training ground. Now, on the training ground, it's not just the coaching, the warm-up, whatever it is. It's that you have 8 against 8, 9 against 9. I want him to create a very competitive training sessions. Very intense and competitive training sessions where there's 9 against 9 or 8 against 8 in that training. And I want it to be match-like. So when they go out and play on the weekend, that's what they're doing. I'm not judging Unai Amorin whether he wins the League Cup, whether he wins a Europa League, whether he wins the FA Cup. I'm not judging that because those things have got us nowhere in the last 12 years. Are you, as United fans, ready? Are you ready? And you want to have somebody come in and actually just drill this squad. And then, by the end of the 7 months, at the end of the season, he can say, you know what? That person reacted. That person didn't react. That person maybe still 50-50. That person, I want him out. We keep getting coaches, and then they have to go on play in these tournaments and win these trophies. Then we gas them up. The bread and butter, any judgment of any coach at Manchester United is not whether you come and win a shitty Europa League or shitty League Cup or a FA Cup. It's what you do on bread and butter week in, week out in the Premier League. That's how you judge. How we're getting better is that. So I do not want a coach coming in like Eric Ten Hag did. I'm here to compete for 4 trophies. We need to win trophies. No, I don't want that because that gets me nowhere. Create a competitive team in the training ground, then will, I promise you, that will show itself on the weekend, on a Saturday or on a Sunday. It will show itself on the Premier League. Change the culture. Change the culture. The accountability is Saturday game. That's what we need. Disagree or agree with me, people? Where are we? Like I said, big up Rants for the raid. Appreciate you. Big up Sheikh Arian. Listen, you need to change you need to write on that, what you wrote there. You need to write what your handle is on Twitter. And if Man City result is negative, expectation will drop. If we win, they think that the new Alex Ferguson has arrived. Bloody hell. Yeah, tell me about it. What interests me is win. Good farewell to Alvalade. And a win in Braga, start a new adventure with Manchester City. So that he's talking about the stadium. That's the Sporting Lisbon Stadium. But guys, do you agree or do you disagree with me? Do you agree or do you disagree with me in this? Because we've done it. What's the point of doing the same thing, expecting a different result? We need to take the whole pressure of this coach, flying there. When you're flying and you have to go to games in the Europa League, you come back. It's the recovery. You can't do an intensive training session with these boys. You can't do like a 20 minutes or, 30 minutes really intense match situation, match game in training. You can't do it. You cannot do it. Yeah, big up Shekarian. Big up Hamas. Yeah, man. Free fucking Palestine. 24/7. Every day, every minute, every second of the day. Till it's free. Free fucking Palestine. We're there. Big up Amso. Appreciate the super chat. What are we doing, people? What do you mean it's not realistic? Where is the Champions League has got us? We get smashed out. We finish bottom of the group. Where does it get us? Where does it get us? Where does it get us? For me, I'd rather have set a coach to coach a team to get to the Champions League on the league merit than win some shitty Europa League. I'm telling you now, that is. We've got to go without Europe once because we've been shit. We're not good enough to play in Europe. Get this into your head, people. Big up, Matteo. Big up, Mick. Boy, oh boy. Big up, Mick. Make sure you check out 9 o'clock, right? We're going to do a raid. We're going to do a raid on Man UFC Realist TV after we finish here. I'm not going to keep you too long, people. Amorin can win the Europa League. Can win us the Europa League. Boy, oh boy. So then you want to forget that. You're not understanding people. I don't think you're understanding me. So you rather sacrifice to go back in some Champions League with some dead team that still are not getting the correct way of playing with a new coach, and you're not giving him that time and grace to work on the training ground. You're not. Remember Conte? Conte won the league. Why? Why did Conte win the league? Chelsea were not involved in Europe. They were a season out of Europe because before Conte got the job, Chelsea players threw the towel in for Jose and they finished bottom half of the table. That season, they finished bottom half of the table. So he came in, no distraction, you with Europe. He worked them on the training ground, got them a game model. Yeah, they lost one game, and I think he tried 3 at the back. And then the game against us, I think they won, and that was it. And he won the league. Yes. I want to do a poll. If you like the videos, I want to do a poll. Yes. I genuinely want to do a poll. Get in the poll now. Should Amorin been the Europa for the time yes or no? Right? People, like the video, subscribe to the channel. I'm just doing the poll. Get involved in the poll. I really want to see where you are, Therapy Army. I really want to see where you guys are. Should Amorin be in the Europa for the time on the training ground? That's the question. This is the question. Ruben, my communication at the beginning is simpler because it's English, and I think I have to spend 3 months, then say it is. Yeah. Get in there, people. Disagree or agree with me, get in the poll. The poll is there, and I'll repeat for the question. Should Amorin be in the Europa League for the time on the training ground with the players? Talk to me. Talk to me, people. Talk to me. Morton Humberland asked whether Ericsson or Hoyland have been in touch about Ruben Amorin. I haven't spoken to them yet. Maybe I see them in international break. I don't know what that means. Is that the coach of Denmark? The Danish coach? I haven't spoken to them, but they will have the millions of questions when I speak to them next. Oh, that's the player. Okay, that's the player. That's the player. That's the player, Danish player. Okay. Morten Horteland on Man UFC are getting a Ruben. I mean, of course, Ruben is one of the reasons why I came to Sporting, why I work with Ruben, and you see it clear in the picture. Yeah. So, people, that's the question tonight. Let me see where we are. Mick, what are you doing? No, I don't think so. No, I don't think so. But things that have happened before, but I don't think so. I genuinely don't think so. No. Big up the chat, man. Big up everybody. Let's see how many likes we got on the video. Let's go, people. Let's go. Let's like the video. Please like the video. Subscribe to the channel if you're not already subscribed. We're on the road to 12K. Come on, we need to get at least 100 of you liking the video. So now, 45 votes. Oh, I'm losing. So 54% say no, it shouldn't be in it. 46% of you say yes. Okay, so we're losing. People, please smash a like on the video, subscribe to the channel. Let's do this. That was important when I joined Sporting. First, I understand how he plays, the way that he manages the team inside the pitch, outside the pitch, as well as not like anything I have seen. Okay, not like anything I have seen. Okay. My short career, I think Manchester United are in good hands with Ruben. Well, all being said, everybody's so positive. Nobody wants to be negative, but there are warning signs, people. And I'm telling you now, if I keep calling him Unai, if Ruben Amorin comes in, right, if he comes in and basically then pretends, oh, we got to win trophies and that, it's going to go the same way as Erik ten Hag. And then in 2 years' time, you'll be like, get this clown out of this football club. I'm telling you, a new coach in a new club, in the most dysfunctional, in the most players that look on the eye that they're not coached, he needs the fucking time on the training ground to be able to develop them. He needs the time to create a competitive training ground culture. That's what he needs to do. That's what he needs to do. And he needs to prove it. The pudding will be in the league, where you are week in, week out in the league. Because to me, that's where you compete against that's the most intense league. I'm not judging any coach on what they do in Europe. I'm judging them where we are in the Premier League. That's what I'm judging the progress on. That's what I'm judging where I can see things, where we can go. That is what I'm doing, people. Exactly. These United fans are just like, oh, we can't. Listen, these players don't want to come to us anyway. But I'm a believer. You don't understand. I don't think you guys, maybe some of you don't understand. Maybe I'm not making myself clear. And maybe I've been accused of that in the past. So let me say this. Would you go to a club because they qualify for the Champions League? Or would you go to a club, a club that has had a time out of Europe, develop the style where there's a connection between the fans and the players, and the stadium is jumping? Would you rather go to that and a team just qualify for the Champions League? I know if I was the player, what I would go to. I'd be like, wow, that coach is done to something. That club is going somewhere. That's why I would go. Can you guys see me all right on the Wi-Fi? Everybody's telling me, you know, the Wi-Fi thing being wrong with the Wi-Fi. It literally would appear. It used to appear on here. But is everything all right? Can you guys see me? Can you guys hear me all right? There you go. Andrea, I think there's certain signings the club could have trusted more in the youth players. In me, Angel, McTominay, Lingard, these players, they even play well. But then the first opportunity club gets, they disregard them. Okay, listen, you were giving chances, bro. Come on now. Sporting midfield, the motto one, it's also difficult for me to hear. I was sad at Ruben leaving me and leaving Sporting is a great opportunity. I hope Ruben is proud of himself getting an offer like this. Yeah. What do you guys think about what I'm saying, people? What do you think? Let me see where the vote is. Let me see where the vote is. You got to keep voting. I'm still losing. 64 to 46. That's 4 in it. 4% in it. So some of you are thinking, yeah, I'm not. My idea is not a lot. Some of us are not losing by a lot at the end of the day. We're not losing by a lot. Ruben Amorin's influence of recruit will be reduced compared to Eric Ten Hag. He will be asked for his opinion, but which players to retain. But the final decision will be made by Omar Barada, Dan Ashworth, and Jason Wilcox. This is Rob Dawson saying, okay. Yeah. Ruben will get Scooby snacks, ripped a new one. I think Aaron will aim to win every game ahead of him, regardless of the competition. Yeah, maybe. Fans have already got unrealistic expectations. Amorin win the Europa League. That's the bare minimum. Amorin will win the league in 2 years. Wow. That is a lot. Victor Lindon, Christian Eriksen, Manu FC will have the contracts end of the season. The club will give Ruben time to form his own opinions before concrete decisions are made. Interesting. For me, when the people are talking about this great clear out, I don't see this great clear out, people. I genuinely don't. We got broke billionaire too, who's controlling the football. Broke billionaire who using FFP as a thing where Chelsea are getting away with fucking murder. Chelsea get away with murder, people. It's about qualifying. It's the financial incentive. But what's the point of qualifying? Well, do it through the league then. Do it through the league. Why can't he not show it through the league? And why are you relying on a cup competition where you can be knocked out in the space of 10 minutes in a game, something that go against you, and then you could be knocked out. It could be a penalty. You can be knocked out. Other than judging it week on week by, for me, Unai, I keep saying Unai, Ruben Amorin, because Unai Emery sounds same as Amorin. So Ruben Amorin has to come in for me. Been the Europa League. We're already 21st already. We are 3 games are gone and we sit 21st out of 30-something teams. So we're already woeful. He needs to bin it to have the time on the training ground to create that culture on the training ground to make the training ground and the training more competitive. So we see the level of intensity in the way he wants to play on match day, Saturday and Sunday. That's what we need. That's what we need. Man UFC would give head coach. What head coach? Yeah, see that. Dima Berbatov. Sometimes as a striker, it's about the ball, you receive supply on the ball. But when the whole team's not performing well, the striker suffers and they don't score. Yeah, 100% is who we are. Yeah, 100%. It is absolutely a graveyard to play up front for Manchester United. What are we talking about, people? We coined the phrase how many years ago? It's a graveyard shift playing striker for Manchester United. It is a graveyard shift. We must not forget sometimes the strikers are dependent on the midfielders behind them. Højlund put a lot of effort fighting, but he was mostly with his back to goal. Yeah, 100%, because we don't sustain the football up the pitch. We don't have a clear system. We're so easy to defend against. We're so easy to defend against, people. No, I'm not talking about that. At the end of the day, Arsenal do not go on by, Sonny, I'm sorry. Arsenal have needed a striker. They don't even have a striker. They don't even have a striker, Arsenal. That's why I think Edu got sacked or he's left. Because they need to have to win a league, you need to have the strength and depth. Do you think you can win a league with 13 players? The way the Premier League is? No fucking chance. No chance. No chance. You can't. Fuck the Sun, by the way. Big up, carry on, but don't ever quote anything from the Sun, please, bro, on this channel. I fucking hate that racist rag. People say Nuruddin don't get agenda in Ineos, but Rakitic attending Chelsea game, reason because he's a season ticket holder, fake United fan, but it is what it is, bro. It is what it is. Ruth Van Nistelrooy, before I came to United, I was looking at a managerial, and when Man FC came in, opportunity was fantastic. Yeah, we already know that. But people, where are we at? Let me see the poll again. 74 people voted. We're still deadlocked. Oh, 57-53. 57-53. I'm not just chatting rubbish. If we go again and the manager doesn't have the time on a training ground to drill the game plan with these players, we are going to come back. And again, a year's time, some of you are going to be saying a year and a half time, this guy's clueless, get this guy out. At least if he gets the time on the training ground, then we can go. There's no excuses, man. And then you can come and blame me. Come on, you can blame me and I'll put my hands up and I'll say it. Guys, it was my fault. Even though I've got nothing to absolutely do with this. Masraoui was incredible yesterday. He was absolutely incredible. Last performance so lackluster. Why are players so ill-disciplined? Because nobody's demanded certain things about them. Nobody's created a culture. There is a rotten culture. To me, bring back a competitive culture in this football club. That's what we need to do. We need to bring back a competitive culture in this football club. That's what needs to happen. And the only reason why that would happen is that if you make the training round, the training time with a new coach, with the new coaches, he's going to bring his own team with him. They need to get to know each other. And how do they get to know each other? If they're playing, if they're doing the intense training and the patterns of play in training in a very competitive 8 against 8. You know that. How many of you know that? That's what most teams do. They do all the different individual work. They do the set pieces, preparing for games. The amount of things that go into preparing for games is a lot. So I need this guy to be prepared when he's going into games in the Premier League. That's what we're going to test him on. We're not going to test him what he is in the Europa League. We're going to test him on how he is week in, week out, bread and butter, the Premier League. So give the coach and the coaches that are coming in with him, his staff, the best opportunity, because it's going to be shock. It's going to be a shock to the system because they're not going to, they don't know what's hit them. They don't know what's hit them. Yeah, they might have conquered the Portuguese league. The Premier League is a different beast. You know that. You all know that. Every one of you who watches the Premier League understands that. So what I'm saying to you in my argument, give him and his staff the time that he needs to what? To work with the players to make choices with the players. What is, and I'm talking about building a style of play with a whole squad, the whole 20 players. So everybody then understands and knows when they got on that pitch what to do. Give him that time. Give him that time. Give him that time. Facts, Matthew. Facts. Absolutely facts. Listen, I don't give a fuck about the money. We will be back. We will be back in the Champions League, GM. The club needs money. It's the ultimate argument against your ideal, Nuruddin. I agree. We need a proper coaching and proper style of play above all else. Yeah, big up. Yeah, but fuck the club, man. These dickheads keep fucking going into that in the same thing cycle. We keep ending up in the same cycle. Ruben Amorin is keen on signing Katafashvili, Manchester United, Napoli. I put 90 back to right. Nah, he's not coming to Manchester United, mate. Caught offside of chatting shit. They're just clickbaiting people. Nuruddin, new chant for Amorin based on Eileen. Come on, Amorin. Bruno's the captain. At this moment, you need fucking win. Big up to 215. 256. Come on, Amorin, Bruno's captain. At this moment, you need this. Brilliant, people. Hit the likes, people. Hit the likes. Ruben Amorin, there is the best coach, best teams in England. Will be a different world, but I need it as a coach. Yeah. Nura, I don't think you like Amorin. Listen, I'm trying to argue a case for Amorin needs the time on the training ground so he can drill his style of play into these players. It's been a difficult both worst and the best of my life. Difficult because I'm leaving a place I love, but I'm joining one of the best clubs in the world. Yeah, big up to him. That was from BT. I saw that. Manchester United are top of goal contributors as far as this season. Alejandro Garnacho 6 goals, 4 assists. Bruno Fernandes 3 goals, 5 assists. Christian's 4 goals, 3 assists. Bloody hell. Marcus Rashford 4 goals, 3 assists. Casemiro 3 goals. There you go. Wiping the Europa better than the training. Why is it? Why is it better than the training? He needs to create that culture to get his. So how is he going to do that when he's just picking the same kind of teams, the same type of like 15 or 16 for the matchday squad? No, what I'm talking about is creating a very competitive training ground culture. You're not going to do that flying the fuck around Europe. You're not going to do that. You're not going to do that. He's going to need that time on the training ground to assess what's going on. Oh, fuck it. Where has that got us? Please explain to me, Manchester United have been in the Europa League if we're not been in the Champions League. Where has he got us? We got 2 finals in how many years? We lost one, we won one. And then the other time, we get knocked out and the players are fucking knackered anyway. No, but this is what Barada and these guys have pointed to. They need to get competitive, selling players, overhyped, overpriced players, getting rid of them. That's what they need to focus on. Yeah, 100%. Blame it on me. Blame it on me. The best example that goes with my argument is Antonio Conte at Chelsea. Did not have to bother. I'm just saying to you, for next, maybe if it's next season, so be it. 1 season out of Europe. More time for the guy to get his things across and to get the grips I think the Premier League's more competitive than Europe. Facts. I've said it. The Premier League's more competitive than the Europa League. It is, and you know it. Seriously, guys. Seriously. Where are we? Where are we? Where are we, guys? Let me have a look at the poll. Please keep voting and keep liking the video. Brentford winning 1-0 halftime. We're not even 100 likes here, and there's over 200 of you in here. I don't know what you're doing. Wow, it's 50-50. 50-50 people. Over 100 of you have voted, and it's 50-50. Ooh, 51 on my part. Hey, 50-50. It's back to 51. It keeps going between 49 and 50. Beyond Ruud van Nistelrooy, it's all a strong desire for Darren Fletcher, currently first-team coach, to remain Manchester United under Ruben. Listen, bun these guys, man. Listen, at the end of the day, I thought it was the club that bought Van Nistelrooy in. Bin Van Nistelrooy, man. Bin Darren Fletcher, man. Trust me. Yes, there needs to be a guy who knows the Premier League and knows somebody. Yeah, yeah. But let him select it. Let Amorin select who he wants. Why are you so angry? Because I'm trying to get across the point that a new coach coming to do a new football club, he needs time on the training ground with the players more than he needs to be competing and flying around in Europe in a shitty dead Europa League. That's why I'm passionate. It's passion. I'm not angry. I'm just passionate. Maybe for you, isn't. Doesn't even make sense. Make it make sense. What don't want to make sense? I'm not asked about the money. You got a broke billionaire, mate. Take it up with him. I'm not asked. I'm trying to tell you what I think the coach needs. Fuck the fucking money. We've had all the money. Where has he gotten us? We've had the Champions League money. We've had the Europa League money. Where has he gotten Manchester United? Has he improved anything on the football pitch? No, he hasn't. So why the F are you? Why the fuck have you all become accountants? Why have you all of a sudden become accountants? We've got a broke billionaire. That's what we've got. A broke, washed up billionaire, mate. They sacked 250 people, mate. They got enough money instead of the bullshit Europa League. That saved them money. I told you lot. I fucking told you lot. I said it. I said that Liverpool are watching him. I told you. Liverpool are watching El Nouri. Yeah. For me, you know, I like Areola. I don't think I think Gary O'Neill, the club's too big for him. But I think, I'm not going to lie to you, I think Areola is cocky, man. You've seen what he's done. See the results that they've got. They got incredible results. It wasn't a big shock to me that they beat Man City. It wasn't a big shock. I wasn't like, whoa, because they beat Arsenal the week before. Yes, we should. That's the difference, bro. That's the difference. Temple. That's the difference. Manchester United need to bin the Europa League and actually focus on the manager putting together a way of playing where the players actually can function and to create, most importantly, you look at any of the ex-legends, they will tell you the training was levels. Manchester United need to create a training ground culture where it is super competitive. So then, when we have the players who are injured, the players who replace them give the same level of intensity into the games. That's what we need. But what is winning with him? What does a coach need when it comes into to try to implement a style of play? What does he need? He needs time on the training ground. That's what he needs. Let me just get the super chat. Keep Sudan in your prayers, my country. Yes, we're doing it. Look, on Saturday, let me just show you. Let me just show you what we're doing. Let me show you the photo. Look. We're doing a hands-off Sudan on the 9th. This Saturday coming up, we're doing it. We're doing a demo. The argument is that, remember, as a Chelsea fan, R9, do you remember RYX9, yeah? Remember when you, as a Chelsea fan, Conte came in because Jose, the players didn't get on with Jose. They all threw in, they literally, that season, your players, man, they didn't like Jose. They absolutely threw it in. You were battling, you were down at the bottom of the half of the table. And then Conte came in, you had no Europe. That's the reason why you won the league. Because he had the time on the training ground to drill the system the way he wanted to play. And you won the league that season. So I'm saying to them, when a new coach comes into a club, what needs to happen is that that new coach needs to drill the system the way he wants to play. He only can do that if he gets out the shitty Carabao Cup and he gets out the shitty Europa League. Because winning those two competitions have got us nowhere when it comes to the league, and have got us nowhere in terms of a system where players are comfortable to be able to go and play and actually enjoy playing. Majority of Manchester United players do not enjoy their football. So when you have a system, a clear way of playing, that when you could, as a coach, when you come in, you want to coach the whole squad into that. So injuries or no injuries, the standard of the same intensity within games. And for that, you need to have a really good training ground culture where you create 8 against 8, 9 against 9 in a training ground that is super competitive. That's my argument, bro. Let me have a look at it. Let me have a look at your likes, and let me have a look here. We're not even 150 likes. There's over 200 of you in here. 52. Wow. 52, 48. Yeah, we're winning an argument. We were losing it for a long time, but now we're 50. It's very tight. And I understand what you guys are saying, but don't fucking worry about the money, because to me, it's like insanity. What did Einstein say? Repeating the same shit, expecting a different result. Well, then that's fine. That's fine. But I know Rude is the guy who's good. Amorin was always going to look over his shoulder, thinking, this guy, is he with me or does he want my job? That's a fact. Big up. Let me just get this super chat, man. Big up, Jim. Jim the Rat Judas. Free Palestine. Free Lebanon. Free Congo. Sorry, free Sudan. All the oppressors around the world. F the Glazers. Dodgy Jave. He's bored of quarters. But most importantly, F me for balling out on these maggots. Big up to you, bro. This is the funniest shit I've ever read, man. Big up to you. Keep Sudan in the prayers. We will do, bro. Free Sudan. Free Sudan, man. Big up. Who will play? I don't know. Some people are saying he might turn Anthony into a wing back, but and put the balls in, put crosses in and stuff like that. I don't know. I don't know. Some people think Garnacho could be a wing back, but no chance. His decision making, that guy needs to be taken out of the team and coached specifically how to make a better decisions on the football pitch. What a stupid question is it? You should bid your Joke, man. Well, Ian White, step forward, my friend. Manchester United have done this, and I'll just give you a clear example where a coach came in and won the league for Chelsea because they didn't have any European football to contend with. And when you're a new coach in a club, you need to have more time on the training ground to get your ideas across than more than playing in competitions. Yes, I've said it. That's what he needs. Eric Ten Hag came in and said 4 competitions were in it. What did he do? Burn players out in the most competitive, in the most congested football season in the history of football. They come back to the World Cup, crash. Next season, full of injuries. So I'm not just pulling this out of my ass. I'm making my argument. And unfortunately, Ian White, at this moment in time, 51. I'm just barely winning. Those of us are barely winning. Europa League is shit competition. It's played on a Thursday night. If it's a Champions League, it'd be different. I won't be talking like this in Manchester United. We're in the Champions League. We're playing Wednesday and Tuesday. I won't be talking like this. God. People, like the video, subscribe to the channel. Even if you don't agree with my video, respect the people on the channel and like the video. Like the video. There we go, people. Come on. Like the video, man. Subscribe to the channel if you're not already subscribed. We're what, 270 away from being... And here, I don't know how to do the raid properly, but I'll put this on here, and then you can do the raid. Man UFC Realist TV. You can do the raid there. Europa might be the best way, but what do you want? Do you want a team that's coached that can actually compete in the Champions League? Or do you want a manager to come in, not have time to work with these players? So in a year and a half time, you're asking Amorin out. What are we doing out here? Yeah, that's my advice to him. Same age. Højlund is not garbage, Alien to know. He's not garbage. He's just not being coached properly. And the structure of our attack is not thought about. There's no chemistry between the players. There's zero chemistry. They're all road runners. You need to have tactile players who can slip each other in. You've got egos. So people, go and check it out. Click on that. Raid. We're doing a raid. United Real Therapy raid on... I'll let you know in a minute. Let me see when they're live. Yeah? That's the reason why I'm saying that. Amorin has my backing until the end of the season, no matter what. Yeah. But I want to give him the best opportunity. I want him to do the best opportunity. Disagree, our front attackers are dog shite. I genuinely think they're not as bad as they look. I'm not gonna lie to you. They're not as bad as they look. Awareness, yeah, it's non-existent. But I think it's coaching, man. They're still young players, bro. I told you, look, where was Drogba when he was 20 or 21? Where was he? He was in the French league too. It takes time. And you need to get managers who believe in you. Now, under Amorin, if I see the same shit as I'm seeing now, then that's a big thing. Because you know what Unai Amorin, son, Unai, for fuck's sake, Ruben Amorin believes in actually the striker. All the forwards' job, they have to find the striker. They have to get the striker in the best goal-scoring positions. And they have to pass the ball to him. It's a absolute must. Watch tomorrow night. Tomorrow night, the whole front four is working to get that Swedish striker the best opportunity for him to score. But Amorin, if City result is negative, expectation will be lower, which is a bad starting point at Manchester United. If we win, they think that the new Ferguson's arrived, which is difficult. Oh God, no! Listen, Big Greenwood was young too. Yamal is young. Why don't you see the same excuse for them? Because Yamal and these. Listen, Yamal is a fucking one-off. Oh my God, guys, Yamal is a one-off. Yamal is a wonder. He's a generational fucking talent. You cannot compare to 90% of footballers playing now to Yamal. Yamal is a one-off. His level of IQ, football IQ, is levels. It's absolute levels. And look at Barcelona now. Hans Flick, amazing. Done properly. Hans Flick, proper coach. Drilled them. You know Barcelona are drilled on that training ground. They know exactly what they're doing. If you don't believe me, go and check out the second goal against Real Madrid. The second goal tells you that is a training ground goal. The way Rafinha comes in the middle, the left back goes on the outside. But people, go and do the raid. Go and do the raid, please. Go and do the raid now. It's been a pleasure. Let me just tell you the final result. The final result is 50-50. It's 50-50. 50% of you, nearly 100, nearly 200 of you have, well, 150 of you have voted, and 50%, 50-50. 50% say yes, 50% say no. So yeah, I've not been persuasive enough in my argument. Yes, thank you, Jiku. Bloody hell, people telling me he was incredible as a 16-year-old. Hey, that argument is done, man. That argument's done. Listen, when they couldn't explain what the photos were and the audio, you had to go. You had to explain what that was. It's simple. I agree with that. Chelsea fan, I can say having no Europa helps a lot, both players and the manager. He can get his style and squad, and players have no choice. They either leave or stay. Yeah, 100%. The biggest thing is what Conte did. But anyway, go and do the raid. Do you see the video where English journalists was almost demanding that Amorin answers English in a press conference in Portugal? I know that Cottrell guy is an absolute clown. That's the only thing they use him for. I never hear anything about him anymore. When he has to go, I'll go there and I don't mind looking silly. But the English fans are disappointed. Shut up, you dickhead. I swear to God, Small Lisbon, if I would have kicked them out. I would have got security and said, get this clown out of the presser. I would have kicked him out. But big up, people. Go and do the raid. Go and do the raid, please. Go and do the raid. Peace, love, light. Take care. Go and do the raid. 50-50. I wasn't persuasive enough. 50-50. It is. But the question was, should it been the Europa to have more time on the training ground with the players? And I failed. I have failed to be that persuasive. Free Palestine, free Lebanon, free Congo, free Sudan, free Tigray, free Ogaden, free anywhere where people in the world are oppressed, free Haiti, free the people anywhere in the world that are oppressed. Solidarity with all the minorities in the US if Trump wins tomorrow. And if even he loses, solidarity with those people. Love and light, people. Look after each other. Peace. Fuck Ineos and fuck the Glazers and fuck that broken billionaire. Peace. Raid. Please raid. Go and do the raid. There's the link there. Big up for Sheikh Arian. Make sure you check out Arian out on Twitter. Love. Take care. Fuck Zionism. Jamie Wayne, me and you need to talk, bro. Trump is for the filth. He's part of the fucking filth, bro. Don't get caught up in the hype, lad.